Alrighty, good evening, all. I'm going to call this S&A meeting to order at 5:04 p.m. So let's start. I'd like to entertain a motion to. Oh, sorry. People in attendance are myself, Alice Winters, Nick Villa, Jared Osborne, Joey Bryant, and Aaron Sargent. Now I'd like to entertain a motion to approve our agenda.
Beforehand, can I correct, since I don't think we motioned for Alice Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alice.
Reaction.
Sorry, Alice. I totally goofed that. Okay, so Alice Williams, not Alice Winters. My mistake. Anyway. Yeah, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve our agenda for this week.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, fantastic. Let's vote. 1, 2.
I'm just going to say aye.
Awesome, unanimous. Okay.
Do we have a second for that, Xander?
Yes, Nick seconded.
Okay, perfect. I was making sure for the recording.
Certainly. And then I'd like to entertain a motion to approve last week's minutes.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve last week's minutes.
Excellent.
I will second.
Fantastic. Let's vote.
And I'm going to say aye again.
1, 2, 3, unanimous. Fantastic. So let's move on to reports. I, as the co-chair, don't have any reports at the moment. Jared, do you have anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Excellent. Anything from our advisors?
Excuse me. I just wanted to let you all know that I've been over the last couple of weeks meeting with each of the S&A funded areas individually to kind of talk about the rest of FY24, sort of the guidelines, excuse me, going into budgeting for 25, and then a little bit of the details about their next base funding cycle, which all of those requests will be due December 1st. I'm going to go back through my list and make sure I haven't missed anybody. I would expect to see maybe a few supplemental requests coming in to kind of address some of their concerns for this year. But otherwise, I just wanted to share that with you.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, and anything from ASCWU?
A few things. May 22nd, we are having the fee fair. If you guys are interested in attending, we have currently, I believe, 16 programs signed up. And we're going to be having, I can't say. We'll have artists there drawing students. We're attempting to have a dunk tank. We're just working through contracts with that. So hopefully we'll have that as well. So if you guys are interested in attending, it'll be 3 to 5 on the east patio of the circ. And then additionally, if you guys are also interested or know someone that is interested, we are still having our ASCW elections. All the positions you can still write in as a general candidate if you are interested. And I yield the rest of my time.
Okay, fantastic.
When did you say that was again?
May 22nd.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for that information. That sounds very exciting. Do we have any communications received?
I do not have any, other than we do have a couple potential supplemental requests coming forward. One of them that we had removed theirs, they did not need it, but then we got 2 potential more coming in.
Okay, well, I suppose we'll look forward to seeing those. And then I'll open the floor for public comment. So our first round of public comment.
I would raise my hand, but that's difficult at the moment. My only public comment is we always ask for communications received, but what about communications lost?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, Jared.
How would we know?
I appreciate you.
We never received them. How do we know we lost them?
That is a
Okay.
valid point.
What are the big questions?
Okay. If there's no more public comment, let's move on to our new business, of which there is none. So let's move on to our old business, which is looking over the, I was going to say laws, but that's not quite right. The rule, nope. The CWU
Policy.
policies, yes, that we looked at last week. So if I recall what Joey told me previously, there weren't any proposed edits, so we were just going to have a quick look back over, just to make sure there was nothing we wanted to edit, and then have a vote on, motion and such.
And to be clear, there was no edits in addition to what you all proposed last week. And so for anyone who doesn't have it, I sent those out via email. For anyone checking the recording, they're also posted on the website where our agenda and minutes are at, so you can review them. And so we'll go through. And Jared, I know you weren't here, but I don't know if you had a chance to look through them yet. If you had any additional comments, I had not received any yet. But wanted to leave that open for you all. Are there any either questions about the edits you all had discussed? I did put in there, I want to make sure to bring attention to, while I'm signing in on the side to the computer here. I did go and make the updated language regarding the RCW that I mentioned. As you'll look at, that had referenced the ability to increase. So I took the wording pretty much verbatim out of the current RCW. So that part is in there, which I'd let you all know I was going to be looking for and including, but we didn't talk about it because I looked at it after the meeting. So that's in there. And then the other proposed edits that we had talked about.
Okay. Do we think we need more time, or does anybody want a motion to approve what we've got here?
I'm happy to make a motion to approve what we have so far.
Excellent.
But I'm curious if, Jared, have you had a chance to look over the
I have not.
document?
That is on my list for this weekend.
Gotcha. So should we
Maybe we do want time then?
should we table that issue until next meeting then? Is that something we can do?
You all absolutely can. I mean, at this point, it's either no one makes a motion and the policy stays what it is. You all motion to move it forward through the university's process. We can obviously make additional edits if needed beforehand, or you can table it to give Jared a chance to review and put it back on the agenda next week.
Okay. I can't motion, never mind.
Well, Nick, what do you think? I don't have anything to suggest for the document.
Neither do I, but I think it'd be beneficial if Jerry could take a look at it and then we could postpone until our next meeting. Joey, is there a time constraint on this?
I mean, there's always a time constraint. However, I'll just do a refresher of what the process looks like for the sake of this. So really, once you all make the motion to move it forward, that gets sent on. You can take a look at it. That gets sent on to both the VP of Student Engagement and Success and the Senior Vice President for Finance and Administration. Each of their divisions have different processes for reviewing and approving policies. SCS would need to review and approve it. On the Finance Administration, it goes to PBAC, and then it goes up to ELT for review. After ELT and everyone feels good about where they're at, they can always send it back to us. If they don't agree, it goes back to you all. So there's a little bit of time constraint in terms of if they get it back to us after the year ends. then it goes in for either the summer group to look at or for next fall. But then afterwards, then it goes to the University Policy Advisory Committee, and they put out at least a 30-day public notice for people to comment prior to and they only meet quarterly, their quarterly meeting. And then if it's approved there, then it goes to Board of Trustees and then it's approved. So it's a little bit of a trek after us.
Yeah.
But delaying a week, in all honesty, all of those are already quarterly and set things. So I would not anticipate a 1 week tabling to have a major impact on the long-term timeline.
Okay.
And I think I would like to motion for this to be postponed to our next meeting, so Jared could take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll second that.
All right, let's vote. Okay. Nick, I can't quite see. Are you voting?
Yes.
Okay. I suppose we'll wait just a minute for Jared here.
Oh, no, Jared.
Nope. Well, can we count that as a unanimous vote, or do we need to wait for Jared?
I mean, technically, if Jared has left, he would not be voting, so it would be abstained. But it's not a vote against.
Well, then I suppose it passes. So
Oh, Jared's coming back.
oh, maybe he'll vote against. I mean, I suppose it passes either way, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Maybe he was just trying to avoid having his vote on the record.
Yeah, hey Jared, we just made a motion to table the document for a week for you to look at. We need you to vote. Jared. He says he's having a mic issue in chat and that he's voting yes.
Sweet. So that passes, which is fantastic. So then we'll move on to our second call for public comment. Anybody at all?
I will add a public comment for those who don't know, and I'm trying to think of events while I'm logging on the other computer, which I'm going to get in as soon as we wrap up since we're close to done. For those who aren't aware but are in town, our CWU men's rugby team did advance last Saturday in the playoffs. So they're in the next round, and so they are competing tomorrow. I think, I'm not going to say who I think they're playing simply because if I say it wrong, it's on the recording forever. But it is here at home. So if anyone's around, if you want to go cheer on the men's rugby team in the second round of the playoffs, we are seeded second going into it. And so we have a pretty great team. So if you get a chance, definitely go and root them on.
We are playing BYU tomorrow. So that's
what
exciting.
I thought, but I didn't want to say the wrong one just in case.
That's certainly fair. But yeah, if that's all the public comment, then I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn our meeting today.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adjourn today's meeting.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Fantastic. All right. Let's vote.
Jared's got a thumbs up there.
Okay. All right. Then that motion passes and this meeting is adjourned.
Great.
Have a good one,
Have a
everybody.
wonderful weekend, everybody. See you next week.
Bye all.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.